Hi guys, today's Friday and it is the 19th of February. So with it being Friday, it means it's my weigh-in day. I'm going to start off as I usually do by talking a little bit about how I felt this week, how I've got on, and whatnot. So yeah, this week I've managed to track everything every day, which I'm super happy with. My effort level with making sure that I'm weighing everything out and sort of like just making sure that everything I eat goes into my diary. I've definitely got better at that this week, because last week I wasn't doing too well with tracking, and come Friday I didn't feel like I tried my best in that area. So this week tracked everything. I feel like I've eaten a lot healthier than I did last week. I've had a lot more sort of fruits and vegetables, a lot more protein, and yeah, I just feel like I managed to get back on track in terms of eating healthier meals. I've moved more. I've had sort of like I did set myself the challenge to do 10 before 10 every day. I only managed to do that on 2 days, but I'm still proud of myself for that. One of the days, you know, I just got up and got off on my own and just thought, I'm gonna get this done. I've managed to sort of like start to accept I need to do more exercise. I feel like I'm using excuses, and I just need to like be stronger than my excuses basically from here on out, I think. But all in all, this week I feel like I've tried really hard, and I'm so proud of my effort and motivation. I did 2 days filming what I eat in a day, which I really enjoy, so I think I'm going to try and make more of them. I do really enjoy making them, and it also, I feel like it helps me eat better. So I'm just going to go into my Fitness Pal just so I can go over my calories. So here's my week, just so you can get an idea of how I've done in terms of numbers. So obviously Sunday was, yeah, I had quite a lot of calories on Sunday, 2,500. So that's like well over my losing weight calories and sort of like what I would class as my extra energy day. On Monday I was over 1,479 calories on Monday, but all other days I've kind of like been, you know, not too bad. Yesterday I consumed 1,322, so just slightly over. But then on Tuesday and Wednesday I was under. So all this basically accumulates to a net average of 1,412 calories a day. So that's, you know, 212 calories over my goal. However, I still feel like I did really well this week in terms of like Monday, especially Monday to Friday. I feel like internally I feel like I did my best. But moving on to my weigh-in. So this morning I weighed in at 14 stone 13.6. So that's a maintain from last week. So I'm going to be totally honest here, because there's no point in sort of pretending I felt one way when I didn't, or you know, that kind of thing, because at the end of the day I'm doing this to be accountable to myself. So this morning I got up and I was fully expecting a loss. I kind of felt like I'd lose 1 to 2 pounds. I felt smaller, and I felt from my effort levels this week and what I'd done, I just kind of like had it in my head that I was gonna have a loss this week. And then when I stepped on the scale and it was like a maintain, I was like, oh, I really was disappointed. To the point I actually had a bit of a cry. and, you know, went through all the motions of, why is this not working? Why am I trying so hard? You know, I'm sure we've all been there. But yeah, I was so super disappointed. So then had a bit of a cry, had a bit of a chat with my boyfriend, got some of my feelings out and whatnot. And then, you know, I went and had a shower and sort of like washed all that negative energy away. I felt better, and then I went to the loo and discovered I had started my period. So everything made sense then. My emotions being all over the place and just bursting into tears, and potentially why I've not lost this week made more sense. I kind of just thought, I tried my best this week. You've tried really, really hard. And I've said this quite a few times now on my weighing videos, to look beyond the scale. Off scale victories don't give the scale power, and there I was giving the number on the scale power, enough to make me cry. And, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and punish myself for that, because I'm only human, and this is an emotional journey just as much as it is a physical journey for me. So I'm not upset anymore. I kind of did a little bit of research into why women fluctuate on the menstrual cycle, why their weight can potentially go up, why they can, like, if for instance, if you're on a weight loss journey and you've done everything right, why potentially the menstrual cycle can have an impact in you not losing weight. And it all kind of really does make sense. I really do like to look into the science of how our body works, how that can affect you, sort of like, especially as women, you know, because it's such like, we're going through this hormonal journey all month long. And when you're on a weight loss journey such as I am, that can play a huge crucial part in certain elements, you know, why you're craving certain foods, why your body's retaining some water, why you're bloating, why you're feeling the way you're feeling. But it's not just about the hormonal sort of journey, it's also your body does change. Your body does change throughout the month, and it was really fascinating. I've not done too much research to sort of like sit here and say I'm totally knowledgeable on the subject, but what I watched and read this morning made total sense to me in terms of like how your body retains salt and water and that kind of thing. So taking all that into account, I do feel like if I wasn't at this particular part of my menstrual cycle, I would have had a loss this week. I really feel like I probably would have had at least a pound loss. I feel smaller. I feel like when I look in the mirror and I put on my clothes, there's a difference. So that's just what I have to keep close to me. I need to try and take the focus away from the scale and focus more about how I'm feeling, because had I have not weighed myself this morning, I would have been still feeling like I would have lost, you know. And I feel so much better now than I did first thing. I kind of had a little bit of a reality check and talked to myself and said, you know, you haven't binged and purged since September. That's 5 months. 5 months binge and purge free. And that I'm so super proud of myself for that, because I got to a point where I didn't think it just became part of my daily routine. And I'm sitting here now today in February, having gone that amount of time without it, and that's all been from my own willpower. So I feel like I need to give myself a little bit more credit, a little bit more, be a little bit kinder to myself in this journey, because it's not all about that number on the scale. So it's a maintain this week, which I am now, you know, I can't say I'm happy with it because I'm not, and that would be total BS to sit here and say I'm so happy with my maintain, because I'm not happy with it. I'm happy with the fact that I've tracked this week. I'm happy with the fact that I did some physical exercise. I'm happy with the fact that I sat and did a meal plan and went and got them groceries, and I've not, you know, sat and had chocolate every evening. I've limited my carbohydrate intake. I've looked at my protein levels. I've done, you know, I've made so many positive steps, and the scale, my weigh-in result today is in no way, shape or reflection of my effort this week. And I feel like hopefully come this time next week, maybe I'll see the loss that I deserved this week, who knows. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and make myself some scrambled eggs. I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna try even harder next week. I'm not giving up. I am not giving up. So that's about it really. Yeah, so we'll see how I get on next week. I'm certainly gonna, I just feel like I need to include exercise so much more in this journey than I initially thought. You know, sometimes we feel like we know what we need to do, and sometimes we feel like we've got it together, and you know, I just need to reassess. I need to do more exercise. I need to be stronger than my excuses. I need to make it part of my daily, at least part of my routine, to include exercise. When I used to go to the gym quite regularly, and I stopped going before lockdown was a thing, but I am so eager to get back in the gym, to go swimming, to work out, to lift weights. I cannot wait for that, and I'm gonna, as soon as that's a possibility, I'm gonna rejoin the gym. But until then, I'm gonna do everything I can to make myself stronger and fitter, and to help my mental health, because like I've said time and time again, the sort of like working out element of my journey is more for my mind, but I'm on a weight loss journey, so it'd be stupid to think or to say I don't want it to help with my weight loss or how I feel about my body, because I do. So all we can do is try and try again, and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you get to the goal. So if you, like me, have had a weigh-in this week that does not reflect your efforts, please look beyond that scale. Find reasons to still be proud of yourself. Find any reason to get up and carry on. Do not let that derail you, because it's such like a superficial thing. I feel like I should have lost at least a pound this week. I feel smaller than I did last week, and that is what matters. So that's it really. I maintain. So overall, I've lost 1 stone 1 pound. I'm down 4.3% of my body fat, and I've knocked 2.9 down on my BMI. So yeah, 14 stone 13.6. We'll see how I get on next week, but I'm certainly going to try twice as hard as I did this week. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all 45 of my subscribers who are on this journey with me so far. If you like the video, as always, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to keep up with my sort of other videos that I do between my weigh-ins, then the best thing to do is hit subscribe and the notification bell, and you will know when I've done a different video. But if you don't see me before, you will certainly see me next Friday for my next weigh-in, and have a wonderful weekend and stay happy, healthy and well. Bye.